Howdy, partner.
Hello, Luca.
Just come by, Luca, at you.
Luca, you're not. Where did you find that hat?
Found it there at the saloon.
What saloon? What does that even mean?
Get ready, little lady.
Right, don't call me little lady and get ready for what?
Here's cover breakfast.
Right, that doesn't make any sense. Have you literally lost your mind?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, why not?
You lucky punk? Well, do you?
I'm not answering that. And don't play with bananas.
You're not a little bitty rat.
Did you just call me a yellow-bellied rat? Say that again and you're definitely grounded.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Why? What are you going to do? Throw a banana? What the hell are you doing? You throwing? Stop throwing bananas. You're going to bruise them. You lunatic.
Yeah!
Good morning and welcome to another video. And before we get started, if you've not already dropped the video a like for that intro, can you go and do it now please? Because firstly it was sick and secondly we sacrificed at least, I'm going to say 5 bananas in the filming of it, so I think we both know it's the right thing to do. Anyway, current situation is as follows. Says, aka Mummy, has gone. Has Mummy gone?
Yeah.
Where's she gone?
To London.
To London? No, she's gone to work, mate. Around the corner. Say, oh man.
Oh, man.
So Mummy, how could you do that to us?
Mommy, how can you do that for us?
Close enough. So, it's going to be me and Luca, at least for the morning, just lads on tour. I figured, A, I can't bother to make breakfast, and B, it would be cool to go out on a boys' cruise to get some breakfast. Luca, would you like to go out and get some breakfast?
Yeah.
What would you like to have for breakfast?
Weetabix.
Okay, but we're going to go out and get breakfast. You want to go to like a cafe and ask for Weetabix?
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else you'd like to have?
I think.
Right, okay, good. Right, let's get the day started, get Luca dressed and then go and get some breakfast. Luca's dressed and we're in the car, basically the world's greatest parent. You good, Luca?
Yeah.
Cool. Now, a big tip from Matt's Parenting 101 is to give your child snacks in the car, particularly if you're going to go out to get food, because otherwise by the time you get there and order food, like in the process they're going to be whinging and bored and annoyed and hungry, so that kind of ties them over. Luca, what snack have you got there?
Got cornflakes.
Dry cornflakes. Exciting, but I mean if your palate is accustomed to Weetabix, then I guess literally anything tastes nice, right? Now snack selection is key here, because if you give them something too big, then obviously when you get to order food they're not going to be hungry. Give them something too small, they're going to get hungry again, they're going to be annoyed. So that's key, plus like plus balancing your camera on the steering wheel is risky. Plus the actual makeup of the snacks. So if you give them something too like crumbly and messy, they're going to make a massive mess in your car. Cornflakes, probably not the best thing, but I feel like there's only so much mess you can make, right? With that said, if you can see this, but if you like having a clean car, just don't have a child, because like that was cleaned about a week ago, and you can see that, but it's literally hammered. Luca, do you like putting your feet on the back of Daddy's seat? You do, don't you? Does Daddy like you doing that? I don't think that's true. Okay, see you at the breakfast location. We've come to a place called the Sunshine Cafe, which is like a cafe down the road from us, pretty good. Luca's cornflakes are still going strong. Luca, don't tip them up, mate. You're going to lose them. Are you still going to eat those? Are you meant to bring that into a cafe? I don't think you are, bro. We parked like right outside. OMG, our food's here, amazing, thank you very much. Nice one, thank you. Yeah, we literally got a space like directly opposite. Like, you know it's going to be a good day when a busy high street just opens up and there's one space outside the door of the place you're going. I was going to say we've ordered and then do a transition, but our food's here already, so I can't really do that. Pardon? I can't hear you because you've got lots of cornflakes in your mouth. You've got jam, yeah. So we have, well, I have like a fried egg sandwich. Pardon? Okay, I'll do it for you, mate. We have, I have orange juice, Luca has water. Actually nailed his cornflakes, to be fair. Want me to jam your toast up? Yeah. Should we do just normal, or should we do a time lapse?
Time lapse.
Okay, do you want to do the countdown? Go on then, you have to do it really loud. I haven't put jam on yet. We've got to do a really loud countdown from 3. Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Close enough. A bit of that one. That's your soggy crust. Can I add a bit of the jam bit in the middle? You're literally eating out all of the good bit. Can I have some of this bit here, the good jam bit? I can just have this bit of crust. Are you really generous? No, exactly. Okay, I'm done here. Luca's still going. It's probably going to be a while. When he's eating, when he's hungry, he'll nail the first, say, 2/3 of his meal. Then he'll spend like 3 hours eating, just nibbling incredibly slowly, like a little baby bird, like the last bit. What, baby bird or chick? That's the name for a baby bird, isn't it? Chick. Okay. So I'm going to sit here for another 6 hours while Luca slowly licks and devours his toast, and then see you in a bit. Right, going upstairs to Mum's house because I'm going to be doing what is referred to in the parenting game as tagging out, aka just dumping Luca here.
What
are they? You tell me.
These are the aglets.
Say it again.
Aglets.
Aglets. My 2-year-old son knows that the little plastic bit on the end of whatever that's called is called an aglet, so just putting it out there. Yeah, I have work to do, I have training to do, so this man's going to be off my hands. Yeah. Okay, today is deadlift day, so probably gonna do some deadlifts. I haven't deadlifted for like quite a while. I think before I went to Lanzarote, so like over a month, so it's a strong chance I'm gonna feel terrible, but basically I'm gonna work my way up, and then based on how I feel doing those sets, that will determine what I do for my working sets. So yeah, let's warm up. Feeling okay, like definitely not great, but not terrible. To be honest, it's hard to gauge how I'm feeling until it gets fairly heavy because it can be misleading. So what I've done is put 220 on the bar now, so I'm going to hit that for a single, and then based on how that feels, I'll figure out what to do next, basically. Okay, that was okay, kind of same as the other ones, like not bad but not great. I think I'm going to play it conservative. I'm going to go, I'll put 20 more on, so it'll be 240, and I'll try and get like at least 2, maybe 3, see how I feel. But yeah, I always find when I'm feeling a bit rusty and not great, I'd rather err on the side of like going a bit lighter and getting some volume in rather than trying to go for singles and doubles, you know. So yeah, see what happens. Oh, okay, they weren't the greatest reps in the world. They were quite grindy, but like, I knew I had them. Floor's not ideal, it's a bit, I don't know, I guess it's not flat, so doing more than one rep, the bar moves, so I have to keep resetting, so again, it's not ideal, but yeah, I'll take that. Now I'll do some back off sets, and then it will be hamstrings, and if I can be arsed, I'll do a little bit of back and biceps. Hey guys, training is done. It was good. That was close face to lens. I must have been very close to like headbutting my lens. Imagine if I'd headbutted my lens and broke my camera. That would be pretty bad. Although, to be fair, probably one of the best ways to break. If you are going to break your camera, that would be a good way to do it, you know. Yeah, training was done. It was good. I feel like I always say that. I feel like I always say training is done. It was good. That's my generic like post-training spiel. But like, it was good. And I feel like going into any more detail is unnecessary because obviously you've just watched it yourself. Before I forget as well, this outfit is Gymshark. Like the whole outfit, the shorts. Oh, even the socks are Gymshark. And to be honest, most of the time, like you watch a video of mine, if you think, Matt, you look sick, it's gonna be Gymshark because I always wear it for training, and a lot of time I wear it around the house because I'm a lazy hobo. So basically, link at the top of my description to Gymshark. You wanna get anything from there, go and use that link, become my best friend, move into my house, adopt my son, eat my cheesecake, etc. You get the vibe, but just basically use my link. And while I'm doing shameless plugs, I might as well do one for my training plans because quite frankly, they're friggin' sick. Without doubt, the greatest training programs and diet plans in the world. In all seriousness, the feedback I'm getting is outrageous. People are making some crazy progress. So if you want to have a look at the options, top link in the description. I have a hybrid plan that is my exact training program. I have a hypertrophy plan to build muscle, and then I have a fat loss plan to get freaking shredded. So go and have a look at the link, top link in the description. If you sign up, you get a training program that's completely customized, a diet plan that's completely customized, and you get to join my Facebook group, which is sick. Plus, every month I do a massive giveaway for the person that's made the most progress. So basically, you sign up, you get an incredible shape, you get to interact with me on a daily basis, and you get free stuff. So I mean, like, why would you not do that? Okay, I'm hungry. It's approaching lunchtime. Let's get some lunch.
Hiya, can I take your order, please?
Yes, please. Can I get, please, a large Big Mac meal? Can I get 6 chicken nuggets, please? And then, finally, in addition to those items, can I get just a cheeseburger on its own?
Yep.
Nice one. Just that, thank you. McDonald's is upon us, or upon me. Upon you in the sense that you're watching it like an absolute creep, but upon me in the sense that I'm going to be eating it. Now, presumably unless you have a bad memory, like a really bad memory, like some kind of actual disorder, or you were not paying attention, you know what I ordered, but I'll just quickly run through it. Some chicken nuggets. Sick. Oh my god. I just poked my Big Mac. A Big Mac. Just me, or does ketchup sometimes make you cough, like involuntarily? It makes me cough quite a lot. Big Mac, cheeseburger, and then some fries. Now, pro tip, right? Potentially a pro tip, potentially just not a real thing. When you get chicken nuggets, they ask you, do you want dips, right? In the past, I'm sure I've said yes, and I'm sure I've seen a charge come up on the screen, right? So I now just say no, and then after you've paid and you go to collect your order, I just say, can I have some ketchup? And they say yes. So is that a sick tip and I'm saving like 20p, or is that a fictional thing and they're free anyway? I mean, let me know. In fact, don't let me know, because in my head, I've found that I stumbled across an incredible money-saving tip, and I'm really happy with that. So if you shatter my illusion, I'll be sad. Okay, I am hungry. I'm now just doing the Matt classic of just talking literally for no reason. So I'm probably just going to begin, commence operation eat my lunch. Cheeseburger time. And by the way, you're currently balanced, well, not you, but the camera is currently balanced on, this is like the most dodgy makeshift tripod of all time. This car's sick, right, but there's not a very good place to put, like the dash isn't deep enough to get the camera with the mic on, so I have to make this, like, I'll put my bag balanced in front of the gear stick and the camera's there, so it could collapse at any minute. Once it's done, see you back at home. Back home, Luca is in bed upstairs having a nap. Says he's still at work. I'm going to quickly take this chance, quickly being the operative word in theory, to talk to you about my diet, because I know off the back of that McDonald's, and like any time I eat bad food, fast food in my videos, I get so many comments, like literally hundreds of comments being like, how can you eat that crap and not be fat, right? How can you eat bad food and still be in decent shape? And I think the comments in large stem from misconceptions. There are so many misconceptions in terms of diet and like energy and basically how like calories work, and I want to quickly clear it up, or at least give you like my opinion on it, right? So first things first, I believe that food, that your diet serves two purposes, right? There's like a spectrum, and at one end of it you have like enjoyment, right? So like ultimately your diet should be something that you enjoy, something you look forward to. Like I look forward to eating food. It's like a big part of my life, you know? On the other hand, at the other end of the spectrum, you have like necessity. You have like energy, you have fuel. Ultimately, your diet, the food you eat is energy, right? It's fuel for you to carry out everyday tasks, for you to build muscle or lose fat or whatever your goals are in life. It serves that purpose. Now people fall like different points in that spectrum. If, for example, you're trying to lose fat, you're trying to lose weight, right? You're going to be down this end, right? You're going to be closer to the food as fuel end, because ultimately, if you're having to cut your calories, you're not going to be able to enjoy things as much. And like I said, it's more going to be, the focus is going to be more on like eating food in order to lose weight, right? Whereas the average person, I guess, falls somewhere in the middle, so they can like enjoy food, but at the same time being mindful of like how much they're eating and making sure they're still eating food in order to, to hit their goals, which for most people is just to be healthy and not to be fat, Now there are some people, and I would include myself in this, who are right up kind of towards this end, right? So food can be more, for me, it's more of an enjoyment thing, because I'm very fortunate in that I have a very high metabolism, right? It used to be, if you look back at my old videos, I actually made a video on it, eating 6,000 calories a day for a year or whatever it was. My maintenance used to be 6,000 calories. I used to be able to eat 6,000 calories a day and not gain weight, right? As ridiculous as that sounds. It's now come down to probably somewhere in the region of 4,000 to 4,500 calories, but it's still a lot more than the average person. So that means I can eat what you would consider as like poor food choices, and still not get really fat. So to give you an example, back when I was powerlifting at my heaviest, when I was bulking really hard, I got up to 105 kilograms, right, which is like, I don't even know, it's a lot of pounds, okay? Now, from that point, when I switched to bodybuilding, or I stopped powerlifting, I got down to, I think at my lightest, I was like 91 kilograms, I believe, so that's like a 14 kilogram drop, which is like, what, 35 pounds, so like close to 40 pounds. Now I did that, I lost that much weight and maintained a good amount of muscle mass whilst eating my current diet. Like, you only have to go back and look at my videos. You can look at videos for the last 3-4 years. I'm consistently eating, like I said, but I don't think, I've said it before in videos, I don't think my diet is as bad as you probably think it is, but definitely by, I guess, typical fitness industry standards, it's definitely not great. Like, I do eat fast food, stuff like McDonald's probably at least once, maybe twice a week. I eat like chocolate cake type things probably every day. Now, to be fair, I do also eat like fruit and veg. I'm very mindful of eating good stuff, and like Sarah's is a really good influence on me. She makes sure I eat good stuff as well, so I do definitely do that. But like I said, compared to the average person, I think my diet is not great. Now, you might be sat there thinking, well, how is that possible, right? How can you eat the diet you eat and not be fat? Now, the answer is quite simple. Like, it's calories in versus calories out. Now, this is such a basic concept. It's just maths, science based, but a lot of people still don't seem to grasp it, right? Although there are some little complexities and little kind of nuances that do have an effect, generally speaking, your body composition will be determined by obviously what you do, so how much exercise and weights you lift, whatever, but also how many calories you consume, right? If you burn 3,000 calories a day and you consume 3,000 calories a day, your weight is gonna stay the same. As simple as that. If you burn 3,000 calories a day and you eat 3,500, you're gonna put on weight, you're gonna put on fat. Conversely, if you burn 3,000 calories a day and you eat 2,500 calories a day, you're gonna lose weight, right? That's it. That is literally as complicated as it gets. With that said, there are, like I said, little kind of things within that. So for example, protein intake is important. It's been shown that people that eat a diet higher in protein, particularly if they're trying to lose weight, will retain more muscle mass. Plus, eating protein is like harder in terms of, I think it's like thermogenesis or thermoregulation. Basically, your body has to work harder to process that protein, so therefore you burn more calories whilst eating food, and that's actually a fairly significant impact that has. So although it is calories in versus calories out, you definitely should focus on having a good amount of protein. I always say something like 1.5 to 2 grams per kilogram of body weight. So if you weigh 100 kilograms, you're looking at 150 to 200 grams of protein. Now, if you are cutting, if you are dieting, you probably want to increase that even further. Basically, within reason, as much protein as you can stomach, because it's going to fill you up, it's going to have that satiation effect. But basically, that's it, right? That is how I can eat the diet I do and not get fat and not put on weight and still have a decent physique. Is that ultimately, although I am eating bad food choices, I'm still mindful of my macronutrients. I'm still making sure I get a good amount of protein every day. I'm still hitting my micronutrients by eating fruit and vegetables. And then, like I said, because I have that high metabolism, I can get away with eating more stuff than the average person, because basically I have more leeway. Like, the reason most people will gain weight eating crappy food is that they're not aware, they don't have any idea of how many calories they're consuming, right? So for example, that meal I just had was I don't know, something like 2,000 calories, right? But it's very easy to eat. If you were to eat 2,000 calories from like, you know, chicken breast and potatoes, like that would friggin', you would be so full, you know, you probably wouldn't be able to stomach that. So although if someone doesn't have any idea of calories, they could eat those two meals, the McDonald's I just had, versus that, you know, chicken, broccoli, and potatoes. And that initial meal, the chicken meal, is gonna like fill them up, and they're gonna feel like they've eaten a huge amount of food. Whereas with the McDonald's, there's almost the illusion that you know, because you don't feel really full, you haven't got that feeling of like complete satiation. You feel like you can go and eat more food, so it's very misleading. So it's really important when you have an idea of calories. And I'm not saying everyone should go and track, but if you are looking to lose weight, you definitely should at least have a rough idea of how many calories you're consuming, because basically that's the #1 factor that's going to drive weight loss or weight gain or changes to your body composition. Basically is, you know, the number of calories you are consuming. Okay, that was boring, right? I can hear Luca stirring upstairs, I'm pretty sure, so 1 second. You good? Have a good sleep? How many dreams? Take your time. Not filming or anything.
2.
2 dreams? What were they about? Okay, cool. Right, Luca's just having his post-nap. Luca, what do you always have to eat after a nap? Yeah, well, more recently we're trying to phase in the apple. So like basically in the morning he comes into our bed and has like banana and milk, and then after his nap he was having banana and milk, but then I started to think, does he even know it's the same day? Like as far as if he's asleep and he wakes up, like as far as he's concerned, he might think it's like because he has 1 nap a day, right? So he might be waking up for his nap and being like, it's a new day, you know what I mean? How does he has no concept of time, how would he even know it? So I figured if we give him an apple and milk after his nap, then that's how we know that it's a different thing and still the same day, you know? It's like a matrix up in this, B-I-T-C-H. Anyway, I've just edited the video and it's very long. So, I don't know, what are you saying, Luca? Should we carry on or should we just sack it off?
Sack it off.
Oh, okay. See you later.